All right. Let's see here. It says we're going live. Says it's working on it. We're live. How's it going on, everybody? I was about to say, how's it going, everybody? And then what's going on? That's a combination. You say, how's it going on? How's it going, everybody? Those of you who are new here to my channel, my name's Austin. And of course, this is Fintastic Freaks. Sometimes you don't even need the little chime-in logo like we do on the video. First and foremost, as we wait for everyone to come on in here, thanks to everyone already that's been waiting. I see we already got a number of likes here before I even started this thing, which is always encouraging to see. I'll have to get a shelf at some point so I can better orient my photo and all that. I would love to get something where I can maybe get the background of this 240 here a little bit better. As you can see, it's we finally got it up and running, and it's looking, in my opinion, pretty nice. All sorts of rainbows, roselines. Well, I guess I don't want to talk about it too much because coming up here in the next day or two, we'll have a video on the 240 here behind me. See, we're already getting some folks in here. Mrs. Mischief Managed. Hey, I believe you're a new one here. Welcome to the Fintastic fam. I see Acer 13 Green way at the top there. Always good to see you as well. Cyber, another common person I see here on the channel. Great to see you as well, man. Let's see here. Liquid Zoo Only Fins. Pea Puffer Pass. Yes, I love these. I love the little pea puffers. Those are, I've said them a couple times. Pea puffers were my first ever puffer. Before there was Finley, my Fahaka, or my Amazons, or my Spotted Congos, or any of the other puffers I have down here. The pea puffers were number one. Probably because they're the easiest puffer species I know to keep currently. They don't get very big, and you ain't got to worry about their teeth. It's the perfect beginner puffer, I would say. Let's see. Got Skull Aquatics here saying, hi, guys. How's it going, Skull Aquatics? I see you around on a couple of other streams. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I see we got Mystery Snail Guardians. I believe I've seen them, seen you around as well, and a couple of them. Maybe James's streams as well. Welcome aboard. See, we already got 13 likes here. Nice. So I'm sure it's been a long time since I've done a stream here. So I know some may be wondering, is this going to be a weekly thing? Is this going to be a normal thing? And I'm hoping to get a weekly stream going here now. This is, I guess, kind of what we're trying to hope getting going here. Obviously, I see a lot of other guys do it. In terms of myself, as you can tell, I'm not all that rehearsed for live streams, but the only way you're going to get better is if you do more and get more and more comfortable with it. I don't think we've done a live stream since, oh shoot, I can't remember if we did one for 500 subs or not, because I don't think we did one for 6, and I know I haven't done one for when I reached 700 or 800 here yet. Let's see, I'm seeing more people in here. Jessica Rocha, how's it going? Titan Hound, hello, howdy. I like saying that as well, saying howdy. But yes, the live stream, I'm planning to try to get something going weekly, maybe in this time slot. I'm thinking I'm going to try to keep it in this time slot here. But obviously, I'm thinking with these live streams, it's a great opportunity for some of you people as well to get more to know about me and well. So but with that all said, if you guys have any questions here, by all means, feel free to throw them at me. Fish questions, or if you want to know a little bit about my personal self here, just obviously no identity stuff is going to go across, of course. But basically what this is all about, get a chance to get to know me better, maybe a chance for me to get some of y'all know better as well. And let's see, Mrs. Miff just managed. Yes, getting closer and closer to that 1,000 subs mark. I'm hoping to hit it before the end of the year, but I don't know. It comes when it comes, I guess. But for right now, 800, this is further than I thought I'd be right now. To be honest, when I first started this channel, it was more so just a way to share my fish room just with close family and friends. And then after I did a couple of detailed fish room tours down here, it just kind of started to pick up. And I think within the first week and a half, 2 weeks of my channel, we just burst right over the 100 subs mark. And that was when I first thought, hey, maybe we got something here. Let's see where this baby can go. Let's see. I think I saw another question here. Dramatic experiment. Do you still have your ghost knife? I do still have the ghost knife. He is here inside this 240 behind me. Probably in that log right there. If not, he's probably hiding in the rocks and such over there. He likes to hide in that tank with others. But yep, we do have Ghosty yet. He's about, I don't think he's quite a foot yet. I think he's about 10 and a half, 11. He's kind of hitting that wall where their growth spurt slows down a bit. They can grow to over a foot and a half big though, but usually I learned once they get around that 10-inch mark or somewhere give or take around there, that's when they kind of hit that wall and their growth spurt slows down a bit. Let's see, starting to see a number of people in here. And I'll say right now, people, my pronunciation skills are not exactly stellar. So if I mispronounce your name, I sincerely apologize in advance. I see we got Sandy. Is that Doty or something? I believe that. Again, if I mispronounce any names, I sincerely apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm terrible at it. Okay, saying hello. How's it going, Sandy? Or let's see, you got more permission. Yeah, I love the ghost knife too here. I tried to give a clown knife a chance at one point, but obviously, one, they get huge. Two, I just really don't have a tank to keep a clown knife in the long term here. I was thinking of building a plywood tank in here, but alas, my house is old, and our circuit breaker box can only handle so much power. And when we already got 26 tanks up and running down here, that already takes a lot of power. So we're going to have to cut our losses on that one for right now, but might find a way to make it work at some point. Seeing a lot of people coming in here. We got 16 likes and 12 people in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you got any questions for me, fish related, or if you got like some, maybe you want to know some other hobbies of mine or all that, that's what the stream's all about here. Chance for me to get to know you guys better, as well as a chance for some of y'all to get to know me better. Seeing a whole bunch of folks here. Date of birth. Liquid Zoo, I missed that earlier. Mother's maiden name and last four of the social. 000, as in nothing. Let's see. I know one thing that a lot of people watch on here is puffers. I guess another little sneak peek I got for some of y'all that are here. We do have 2 new puffer fish down here now that I have not yet shown on my channel. I will say, unfortunately, I recently lost my, what was it called? The red Congo puffer Moriarty. He was always kind of a picky eater, and I had trouble sometimes getting him to eat. I was checking him for parasites and such, and it didn't look like anything was wrong with him there, and I treated it anyway on a light dosage, and then he ate some frozen krill and all that, but that's, putting minnows, snails, shrimp in with him. Just, he was a picky eater, and I think that was kind of the thing that doomed him. But let's see. Jessica is asking about the bunny. The bunny's doing well. Need to get him to the vet to get his little paws trimmed. His little tiny claws are turning into talons, very slowly but surely. He gets you just right. It can smart a little bit. But, yep, the bunny's doing just fine. The wife actually just recently gave him a name. She's a bit of a Harry Potter fan, and perhaps it'll show once I tell you the name. Decided to name it Hedwig, kind of like a Harry Potter's owl. I guess, Hedwig's a white owl. We got a white bunny, so I guess it works. Let's see. Mrs. Mischief Man, yeah. It was a bummer about the red Congo or Moriarty, but I mean, I tried giving him all sorts of stuff, frozen foods, live foods. He would go after the live foods. It's just a matter of he's unfortunately not the fastest, and the ones he could catch, he didn't always like going after. So, let's see, Beamer and the Mercedes and the Bully. All right. I've seen you here recently on the channel. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Amazon Puffer doesn't recognize the frozen bloodworms as food. Can't afford to buy live food all the time. Thinking of putting guppies in there to make babies as food. I mean, I did that with my dragon puffer for a long time, and it worked out pretty well. I think it might even work better for your Amazons because, well, my dragon puffer before it passed because of a power surge was, oh shoot, I want to say, the dragon puffer was maybe about 6 inches, might have been even a little bit bigger than that. He was a big one before he passed. But with Amazon puffers being more of that slender shaped puffer, yeah, guppies actually might work very well. I would also recommend maybe trying to put some ghost shrimp in there. Those are usually pretty inexpensive, and those can also help with the beak trimming of theirs as well. They're not as crunchy as like what, say, crayfish would be and all that. That might be another thing. Otherwise, Beamer, you might want to look at is maybe get yourself some self-cloning crayfish, because if when they breed and their fry start, or babies, whatever you call them, start very, very small, that could be another thing that you could put in there, give them a little live food option. I will say self-cloning crayfish, in terms of the parents, are very, well, depending where you live, I think in my area, they range between 20 to 25 bucks a piece, which, yeah, can add up very quickly. But for my puffers, if you get enough there, they can quickly pay for themselves. But obviously, since I got 9, I go through them like hotcakes. But yeah, I would think guppies would work well. Minnows, ghost shrimp would be another one. Snails, you can get them breeding in there. Another thing that'll help trim their beaks. All sorts of options. But yeah, the guppies would be another good option. Let's see, Rico Stan, I see the man here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't checked that man's channel out, which I'm sure a lot of you have, but if you haven't heard of that man, definitely go check out that guy's channel. He does all sorts of awesome live streams, especially if you're a person that likes to tune into live streams. Rico Stan does a few every week. I believe there's one where, yeah, every week he takes a fish tuber. He's even talked to me before. Interviews them, not just about the hobby, but a little bit about, some other personal stuff about them, like other hobbies or, what got them into the hobby and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure if you heard about me, you probably heard of Aquarium Co-op. His most recent interview was with Corey McElroy himself from Aquarium Co-op. So if you haven't checked out Rico Stan's channel, definitely do. That's another man getting close to 1,000 too. Rico, we got to get you to 1,000 before the end of the year, man. I think he's about 850. So if you haven't subbed to him, yeah, definitely support the cause. Let's get Rico to 1,000. Xanadudu, and again, I apologize if I mispronounce any names. My pronunciation skills are not what I call stellar. But thanks for streaming. Hey, absolutely. Been a long time. I think might have been about 6 months by now since I did the last one. Do a video, dramatic experiment. You should do a video on the fish we haven't seen in a while. Yeah. I'm working on one actually right now because we've got plenty of new fish down here from my recent videos. Obviously, recently did a video of us visiting the aquarium in Denver, Colorado, or a fish store in Denver, Colorado, rather. We did visit an aquarium in downtown Denver, too, but didn't come home with any fish, though. I apologize if my lighting changes and all that. I need to figure something out for that for future streams here so that stays consistent. But if it changes, I apologize in advance. I'll try to keep it as consistent as possible. But yeah, that and had a fish swap here about 3 weeks ago. That might actually be going on to a month ago by now. Actually, no, I think it's just been 3 weeks from yesterday. We got some fish from there. So yeah, lots of newbies to show off here too. And actually got a little update on the figure 8 puffers here coming up soon. Well, all I'll say is not all my puffers are freshwater anymore. I'll just give you that little teaser. See what else we got going on here. Oh, crawfish is illegal here in Washington State. Shoot. Well, then, yeah, that kind of takes away a big one. I give crayfish to a lot of my puffers. Like, I won't say one of the 2 new ones that I got, but it isn't. One of my 2 new ones is an ambush puffer. I guess technically both of them are by Wild Nature. The other one just has more of that rounded shape that I think people more stereotypically connect the puffers with. But yeah, I guess if all else, otherwise shrimp would work, snails would still work. It's a bummer that crayfish is illegal in Washington State, though. I didn't know that, though. Live and learn. Let's see. I guess, you know what? I mentioned the figure 8 puffers, so a little update. I won't go too much on that because otherwise, why bother making a video, I guess. The figure 8s are no longer in the 29-gallon tank anymore. They've been upgraded, water quality and tank size. You know what? We're on a laptop. I'll go ahead and show you the figure 8s here really shortly. I won't say a whole lot, but we'll at least show you the tank here. For those of you wondering, yes, I can hit my head on a lot of things down here. The ceiling here is like a little obstacle course sometimes. A little bit of cardio. But here we go. This is the new tank that the figure 8s are in. Got a couple of them towards the front here saying hello. I got 3 of them total in here. We have, this is a 54-gallon corner tank, bow front corner tank to be specific. Try to get this thing steady so we're not rocking all over. This is Iowa, not California. We don't have too many earthquakes around here. But yeah, these guys are no longer in freshwater, y'all. These guys are now in brackish water. To those of you that may not know what that is, brackish water is water with a little bit of salinity, or the precise term is specific gravity. I have the specific gravity at about 1008, and pretty ideal conditions for a figure 8. I guess some people go up to 010, sometimes even 012. Since they've lived in freshwater for about the first few months with me, I want to gradually increase the salinity. We want to keep them to, we want to keep them, we don't want to put too much on them right away, basically. Want to keep them, keep the stress level down as little as possible. Get back over here. See if I can maybe move my stool over so we don't have so much of a glare from this light here. Ooh, man, that's much better. That is much better. Look at that. Hey, you get a little bit of a better view of the tank here, too. This is much better. Let's see here. Hey, all lurking and water changing. Hey, I mean, that's what I do a lot with streams, too, is just hear what's going on with the people, do water changes, which with 26 tanks, you do a lot of. Stephen P. Aquatics to 1,000. Oh, is he close to Skull Aquatics? I mean, yeah, definitely. If he's getting close to 1,002, hey, let's get him there too. 1,000 is that big magic number, and yeah, a lot of people are chasing it. Yeah, if he's right there, then yeah, let's get. Oh, not that close. Still in the 700s. I mean, hey, you're over halfway there, Stephen. Trust me, it gets. Ever since I got past the 650 mark, subscribers start seeing a little bit of a increase on that, or I guess at least I did. Hopefully it continues that way, but Rico Stan, he is, and we have a competition. Whoever gets there first loses. Yeah, I think you're less than 150 away, Rico. So you're getting really close, and I think you said that you already got the watch hours. See, that's my big thing. Yeah, I'm hoping to get 1,000 here before the end of the year, as well, as I said before. I can't remember my exact number. I'm in the lower 800s, I think, right now. I guess I shouldn't say I don't watch it a whole lot, because I do, but like I say, it comes when it comes. If it comes before the end of 2021, sweet. If not, keep making videos. It'll come eventually. That's the big thing. Stephen, Rico is king loser. Yikes. Well, I could bring up another situation of losing, but I've already given grief to Rico on that one time. He knows what I'm talking about. I'll spare him I'll spare him a second time. I already gave you the man grief one time. Not just right now. Oh, let's see. Mrs. Mischief Managed. I'm sorry, I missed your question earlier. Love the rainbow fish. Can you mix different kinds? Yes. I'd have to sit back and think about it for a minute. But yeah, I have like, in this 240 behind me, we have Bosemani rainbows. I got Kamaka rainbows, Madagascar rainbows. There's some turquoise rainbows, Australians. There's other ones I'm missing. There's all sorts of rainbows in there. So yeah, you can mix different kinds of rainbows together. They're usually pretty peaceful. I always call rainbows like the luxury tetra because, well, like tetras, they're pretty colorful. They like to be in groups, and they're for the most part pretty docile fish. But they're pretty nice. They're nice little fish, very colorful, and as you can see, when you get a whole bunch of them just swimming around and such, I mean, I could have put an arowana in this 240, maybe, but I don't know, guys. I don't think that's a bad alternate either. I think that's putting a big old tank and filling them up with all sorts of colorful schooling fish. There's something to be said about that too. Rika Stan with a little laughy face. Let's see. Oh, Lazarus is here. Ah, there he is. Lazarus the Fish Boy. How's it going, man? Another awesome channel right there to those of you that don't know him already. Lazarus does all sorts of stuff. Live bears and all sorts of cool, colorful fish. Especially, I know we got some live bear fans within the subscriptions of this channel too. If that's what you're into, guys, definitely got to check out Lazarus. He has some awesome stuff there as well. Otherwise, inside this, I mean, I guess to add to your question earlier, Mrs. Mischief Managed, we also got like some gouramis in here. Another fish that I say would really mix well with rainbow fish would be Roseline Sharks. That's probably one of my favorite. Also known as Denisoni Barbs. Just the way they move all over, they all active fish, very colorful, and especially in a live planted tank like such, it's pretty alluring to look at. I love it. Let's see, Mrs. Mischief Managed. I gotta ask you though, that has to be a Harry Potter reference, right? Bears. I prefer my bears dead and as rugs, says Liquid Zoo. Well, if you're like Aaron Rodgers, you just own bears, right? If Rico hasn't left already, he's going to now, probably. Glitch Aquatics is in the chat here. How's it going? I apologize if I missed some of you. I see we got Muppet929. How's it going? Rico Stan, how I feel about my mats. Oh, so it is a Harry Potter reference, Mrs. Mischief Managed. Okay. Look at it. Don't worry, Rico doesn't count. Oh, no. Oh, no. I guess while we're also talking this, I don't know how much I mentioned it earlier, but keep an eye open for a video. I'll probably have a new video up and ready for you guys here in the next probably day or two here. Basically just showcasing the 240 here and giving you a little more details of what's all in it and how it's running, as well as a little bit about the plants in here as well. So I guess I better not say too much, otherwise it's going to kind of spoil that video. But still, hopefully, highly recommend that you watch that as well there. I'm pretty excited to give you like the official showcase video of this tank that I've been working on for a long time. I'm probably going to do some stuff to the aquascape here yet. And plenty of room for fish here yet. Well, I guess I shouldn't say plenty of room. We got some small gouramis right now, but some of the species in here do get a little bit bigger. Nothing that should threaten the safety of the rainbows, though. But let's see here. Rico said, I count at least 10. I must have missed something. Uh-oh. IHP's Tank Tribe. Are you saying there's no sound? Is something wrong on my end here, or? It's saying that I got sound on here. I guess People, if you don't hear me, let me know right now, because then I probably got an issue somewhere. But let's see. Oh, I see Mrs. Mischief Managed saying that I can hear you. Okay. I saw someone mention about the audio, like, oh, have I been talking and no one's been able to hear me? Well, that's audio or weird. Here I am. I'm just talking to myself as if I wasn't enough of a crazy person as is. Only one nano tank. Oh, nano gourami I haven't kept yet. Lazarus has tried the dwarf, honey, pearl, and chocolate gouramis. Yeah, I mean, honestly, gouramis, they kind of remind me of a hybrid between angelfish and rainbows. I know that may sound very weird, but I mean, they kind of got those long string-like fins that kind of remind me of like what angelfish have, and they have beautiful colors like rainbow fish do. And a lot like rainbow fish, and I guess really some species of angelfish, they get big enough to where if you have like some bigger fish in there, you don't have to worry about them getting eaten. Honestly, if I didn't have to worry about my tetras getting eaten, I would love to add some like rummy nose tetras to this 240 because it's one of the few tetras that I've always thought has looked so beautiful, but I've never actually kept them. I guess you could probably put like some emperor tetras in here. The only tetra you really don't dare mix in a tetra community tank, of course, is the exodons. I mean, I guess technically you can, but it's not going to go well. Oh, Glitch Aquatics has a Fahaka puffer too. Nice. Yeah, they're probably my favorite puffer for right now. There's I've yet to own the Mabu, which obviously I know a lot of people talk them up, such as like I know Steenflat Aquatics, Coreate Aquarium Co-op talks them up a lot. I see a couple of other people in like fish groups that have them, and I definitely want to try a Mabu someday. I hear that those are really, really cool too. I think like if they get along well, a Mabu puffer maybe with some stingrays would be cool. The only thing I'd be worried about, though, if that combination is that stingrays tend to shed their barbs, so I'd be worried about the puffer trying to bury itself in the sand and then puncture itself with one of those barbs, because for obvious reasons that would not be a good deal. Let's see what we got going on. Massive tank back there. Yes, IHSP's Tank Tribe. This is a 240-gallon aquarium back here, full of all sorts of rainbows, gouramis, Roseline Sharks, and all sorts of other fish in here. If you want to know more about the tank, though, in the next day or two, I'll have a video coming up on, basically what is all in this tank and how I'm running it, filtering it, all that jazz. Quick little video and just basically showing off this tank here. Pretty proud of it overall. It's my biggest tank down here currently. Obviously, I still got to get that 185-gallon bow front going, but I was always going to turn that into a saltwater tank, but honestly, like I say, my house is old, as I said earlier, so I don't know if our power box is going to allow me to do a saltwater tank currently, because the brackish water tanks are going to require a little more power, and I still got to put my 5 green-spotted puffers out of their little tank and upgrade them into what I have as a 90-gallon bow front for them later, but still got to move them over to a brackish tank too, because green-spotted puffers can still grow anywhere to give or take around 6 inches. So they're in a 20 long right now, because when I got them, they weren't much bigger than a pea puffer. They were wee little babies when I got them. They've already reached about an inch to an inch and a half. So it's about time where I start thinking about getting that upgrade going for them. Some of y'all here in the chat. Good day, us. Oh, tetras. I mean, yeah, tetras are also another great fish. I mean, someone that's trying to get a beautiful fish and just starting the hobby. Tetras, don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like I'm dissing them by any means here. Tetras are a beautiful fish too. I guess little topic here in the chat. What's your favorite kind of tetra? I mean, exodons are pretty cool. Put a little bit of mysis shrimp or bloodworms in there and just watch them to go crazy. They just go in an absolute frenzy, and it's really cool to watch. But Otherwise, I would really say I like Emperor Tetras a lot. That little fork in their tail along with that blue line and the blue eye. Those are pretty cool. I see AHSP or IHSPs. I don't know why I keep saying A on you. I apologize, man. But black neon or black skirts. Yeah, black skirts are nice too. I like black skirts too because they kind of give a little bit of a contrast to most of the tetras that have that slender shape. They got more of that flat shape, so it adds a nice little contrast to the tank if you want to make a little tetra community tank. I say my favorite tetra, other than maybe an Exodon, would probably be a Emperor Tetra. I love that black that they have with that very vibrant blue stripe usually that they have, as well as a blue eye. As I said earlier, love rummy nose tetras too. But the problem is, rummy noses don't get overly big, which is probably the main reason why I don't put them in here with my rainbows. I'm not so worried about the rainbows picking them off, but when you got a ghost knife that's starting to get closer and closer to that foot big size, it gets a little sketchy at that point. Mischief managed. How are your tigers? Are you meaning the tiger barbs? The tiger barbs are doing all right now. We added some bottom feeders in there with them, though. But if you're meaning the tiger barbs, the tiger barbs are doing good. They have some new friends now. They got some Plecos. I think they're blue-eyed bushy nose Plecos, something like that. Got them at the swap recently. You'll see those shortly, as well as some little catfish that we got in there. Lazarus the fish boy. Yeah, Cardinal Tetras are another big favorite of mine. Just the red, the blue, the little bit of silver. I'm right there with you, man. Cardinal Tetras are beautiful. I wish they got just a little bit bigger, though, so you don't have to worry about bigger fish making a meal out of them, though. That's the only problem, though. Xanadu says Ember Tetras. Also like the silver tips. Yeah, I haven't ever had silver tips, I got to admit. I've had Ember Tetras, though, before with my black crown tail beta before. But I like the little, I guess it's like a peachish orange to my eyes. More of an orange, I guess. But yeah, those are cool little fish as well. But like if you got like a beta or something, or like a dwarf gourami would be another one. Ember Tetras would be another awesome one to have. Mr. Aquatic News, how's it going? Recent subscriber here to the channel. Good to see you. To those of you that, I know some of y'all also like KG Tropicals, Mr. Aquatic News has some Oscars as well. And I've been watching those as well because I have an empty 125-gallon tank that I'm thinking about maybe putting some Oscars in somewhere here down in the near future. But obviously, got to get the tank set up here, and I don't have a stand for it currently, or lids, which is obviously a bad deal for Oscars since they're not afraid to jump. IHSP also has an Oscar. Okay, well, I guess maybe another question I should be asking some of you guys, because hey, I can ask questions too, right? For a 125, to those of you that are experienced Oscar keepers, how many Oscars would you comfortably put in a 125? Asking just because I guess I don't want to throw a number out there and sound like I'm way off. I guess if you say a similar number to what I was thinking, then maybe I'll say it. But done a little research, but it's a little ways out there, so I guess I haven't done a ton yet. Let's see. Lazarus, yellow labs. Yeah, I had yellow labs too. I had some Lake Malawi cichlids once upon a time as well. But I don't know. I know there's some cichlid fans here as well. I don't hate, Lake Malawi cichlids or African cichlids in general. I love the color. I love the activity, but maybe I just had a bad batch. Mine just could not get along with each other. They really just, yikes. They nonstop attacked each other, and I tried moving the decor around, arranging territory. I even ended up having to get rid of some just to see, maybe if I get rid of some, then there's more territory to share amongst less fish. And I just could not find a successful formula, so I just finally said, the heck with it. And that's how the Exodons came down here. Little fun fact story for you. I see a few Oscars. One, I see some saying 2 or 3. I guess then I'm not totally crazy. I was thinking maybe 4, but I guess, yeah, I'm not seeing anybody saying that. So, yeah, maybe not 4. Then 4 might be pushing it. As you can tell, I haven't kept Oscars myself. My father did, though, a while back ago. And I mean a while back ago. Back when he was in college. I'm not going to say what they all did because I don't want to irritate some people with some of the stories. But overall, I'll have to do some more research on some Oscars. Because, yeah, I guess in a 125, I was thinking about 4. But, yeah, maybe that's too many because I'm seeing a couple saying 2, maybe 3. Definitely don't want to overstack it either, though. Let's see what we got going on. Don't have Oscars, but curious. Looking to add Xanadu looking to add a 125. I mean, they're awesome tanks. I got another 125 that obviously, we got the goldfish in, which is always an awesome tank. We'll go ahead. We've looked at the 240 here a while. We'll go check out the Golden Glories here real quick. I'm going to hide that right now because there's a couple tanks here you guys can't see just yet. I can tell you a little bit about them, but I can't show them to you just yet. All righty. I will say, yes, my fish room's a little bit of a mess, but here are the Golden Glories themselves. I'm going to get my shoulder out of the way. Big, beautiful 125. We got trying to think of how many comets. I think we got 4 comet goldfish in here. That one towards my shoulder here is a lionhead ranchu, I believe. Got a telescope eye up here yet. I think we got an Oranda in here yet. They're very simple fish, but I still love them like no other fish. You can see maybe over here by the lionhead, we got our 2 dojo loaches here chilling. We also got an albino bristlenose pleco in here somewhere that helps keep the algae in check in here. Appreciate his work. He's grown about 1.5 inches or 2 since I've last shown off this tank. But this is one Goldie I really like right here. The white, and it's got a couple of reflective, or I don't think he's a pearl scale, but he is a pretty one nonetheless. That's another one, though. I love this fantail right here. Look how long his fins are, guys. That's one thing I love about the fantail goldfish is when you get the long fins like that and just see him go all sorts of wavy directions here, like what he's doing right now. Mesmerizing to watch. Absolutely a beautiful goldfish. Goldfish in general to me are pretty beautiful overall, though. Let's see here. Ooh. Oh, we got Finley curious over here now. I'm still getting used to Finley's new pronouns, by the way, since now we found out she's a she and not a he. We'll go ahead and show her off. There's Miss Puffer of America herself. There she is, Miss Puffer USA. Thinking I might upgrade her, though, soon to see if maybe that also entices her to keep laying the eggs. Yeah, she's not a fan of the computer. She's not as bad when I have my phone out here, but I don't think she likes all the light that the computer projects, so I guess we'll leave her alone. Yep, Finley is about 12 and a half inches right now, something like that, while we walk back. I will say, one of the other things we've done recently is my angels, those of you that have been on the channel for a while, no longer in that 50-gallon Pentagon tank. We've moved them now to a 75-gallon tank, so I'll show you this here real quick as we walk by it. All sorts of angelfish, and they're all on one side right now. I wish they'd I'm gonna adjust the light a little bit. So, whoops. Well, I didn't want to. Apparently, the light wasn't all the way down on the glass properly. Didn't want to spook them, but we also got some young Bosmanis in there with them. Keeps the activity flowing. Obviously, y'all know I love puffers, but angelfish are easily a second favorite for me. Angelfish are such a beautiful fish. Very, very relaxing to watch, too. Man, that light blinds me. It lights up the not the bathroom, good Lord. It lights up the basement here very, very well, but when you're doing a stream like this, or if you're walking by it, you look at it just wrong, it might be like looking into the sun. It's not a good deal. Let's see. I got a little while here yet. Got to go cover a volleyball game here. Yeah, those of you that don't know, I am a sports writer here in my, if I'm not fish keeping, I write for the town newspaper here in the sports section. So in case you're wondering in the past why I always bring up sports if I'm like on other ones, because usually if I'm not tending to my fish or doing fishy related things, then yeah, usually it's something sports related, especially during football season. But I won't go too deep into that because I know not everybody's a sports fan here. Glitch Aquatics, love puffers, have a fajaka and some peas. Yeah, those are probably some of my favorite too there. Fajakas, obviously, just because they're like a little water puppy. They're just so they're so personable. They have such awesome little personality, especially when you come up and bring food to their tank. Some of them just do that little happy dance, and it's puffers can be a lot of work, but those things make it worth it, at least for me anyway. Beamer, Mercedes, and the Bully. How do you treat ick on puffers? I guess what I would do is I'd still raise the temperature a little bit. I personally don't do too much above 85 because I get worried about making it too hot then. But I would say give or take around there is this is what's worked for me, I guess, at least. It's before I go any further. This is just what I've done in the past. I had my Amazons here had that at first. About a week or two after I got them, they had ick-related disease. And what I did was turn up the temperature to about 85 degrees. I think the highest I ever had it was about 86 even. And I used IckX. Since puffers, though, are a scaleless fish, you want to be careful on how much you put it in there because they can be a little more, I'm trying to think of the right word here. They can be a little more susceptible or sensitive. That's the word I'm looking for. They can be a little more sensitive to things that you put in the water because unlike goldfish or angelfish or a lot of other fish, they don't have scales that can help block some of that other stuff out. So what I did is I started with a half dose of what it was saying per gallon. If you even want to go a little bit less there, feel free. You'll probably want to move all activated carbon out of your filter and such, but still have something like I use like a polyfiber or something. I can't remember if that's exactly what it's called, but it's like if you get a Tetra filter bag, it's basically the filter bag without anything in it. That way you can still catch the dirt and stuff. I maybe sometimes put a little bit of media arm rock in there, but that's what I would do anyway. Raise the temperature, get some IckX, and only give it a half dose. You can always add more later if you need to, but once you put it in the tank, it is there and there for good. Unless you do massive water change, which is obviously just a pain in the butt. That's what I would do anyway. Mrs. Mischief Managed. Yes, I do live close to the zoo here. It's it's about 20 miles away from here. My wife and I actually got married at the aquarium at the zoo there back in September 4th to be specific. So it's been a little over a month now. A month and 2 weeks now, I believe, roughly. Something like that. Motor City's here. How's it going? Melvin Reef is in the stream. How's it going? Nice to see you around here. To be honest with you, Mr. Manager, I guess I have thought about maybe trying to do a video at the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo. To those of you that don't live in the area or know about the I was just talking about, the Omaha Zoo. My mind sometimes just races sometimes. The Omaha Zoo has an awesome aquarium, not just with fish, but I mean, they got penguins, they got puffins, they got octopus, crabs. It's mostly a saltwater aquarium, but they do got a few freshwater tanks, I think, scattered around there. If you're ever in Omaha, the aquarium, guys, by itself is definitely worth the price of admission. Just a beautiful place. And really, I mean, the Omaha Zoo, there's a reason why a lot of people say it's one of the top-rated zoos in the entire country, other than, I think, maybe the San Diego Zoo or maybe Dallas-Fort Worth. I have been to Dallas-Fort Worth one time, and don't get me wrong, it's an awesome zoo, too. Maybe it's because I was raised by the Omaha area, so maybe my opinion's biased, so take it with a grain of salt if you must. I would still just barely put the Omaha Zoo in front of Dallas-Fort Worth, but both zoos are amazing. I mean, Omaha Zoo, we still got we got sea lions. We got a Madagascar exhibit. We got tigers, leopards, jaguars. We got lions, elephants, rhinos, giraffes. We got desert exhibits. We got a nocturnal exhibit. We got an aviary. Can't remember if they have a nursery still or not. They used to, at least once upon a time. I can't remember if they got rid of that or not, though. Because I remember them once upon a time saying that they sometimes now let more of the actual animals themselves take care of the critters more so. But yeah, Skull Aquatics, you pretty much hit it right on the head. I mean, I would love to do a video on the whole Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo, but I guess to put it in perspective, not just in video aspects, you could go to the zoo for one whole day from open to close. I believe they open at 9 a.m. and usually tell everyone to get the heck out by 6. You could be there from 9 a.m. to 6 in the evening, nonstop. You will still not see everything in that zoo. There is so much to see. I mean, I know I listed off a lot what they have. Trust me, folks, there is so much at that Henry Doorly Zoo. It is an awesome place. You ever in Omaha? I mean, especially during the summer, if you're like catching maybe the College World Series here, or maybe you just want a nice little zoo to visit, the Henry Doorly Zoo, guys, is one of the best zoos you can find here in America. It's truly awesome. All sorts of awesome critters, and very educational place too. At Sea Skull, I think you could even you might get everything in 2 days at Henry Doorly, but I mean, you got to keep moving though, because we got a jungle exhibit too. I almost forgot about that. We had some Australian animals for a while too. It's got all sorts of stuff. Things are coming up to my head probably slowly but surely. They got all sorts of stuff at the Henry Doorly Zoo. I mean, peacocks, they got flamingos, ostriches, all sorts of cool animals. I'll end the list because, things will come to my mind, and I'll just keep listing, and that's about all there is. There's just so much stuff to see there. You can't even remember it all. I'm probably missing a couple of facilities, like the gorilla exhibit. I actually forgot about that. Okay, that's the last one, though. But yeah, it's get your walking shoes, too, because you'll be doing a lot of walking. Let's see. I got about another 10 minutes here yet before I probably got to bounce. I guess if anybody has any other fish questions, or maybe got a question about some other hobbies I do, I guess, like I said, I'm a sports writer. Otherwise, if I'm not doing fish stuff here, I write stories about pretty much every sport we have in the area. Football, basketball. I think the one sport, we have a community college here in town that has shotgun sports and is also getting on the esports train here. I myself have not written a story for that stuff yet, but I'm sure it'll come someday. The only main sport that I wish Iowa had in high school level that they don't is hockey. I absolutely love hockey. I mean, I mean, I'd say football is number one, basketball probably number two, but hockey would not be too far behind basketball for me. Seeing some people saying congratulations to me and the wife. Thank you very much to everyone for the well wishes. I'm very, very blessed to have her, definitely. I mean, the fact that she's letting me do all this here in the basement, I mean, that by itself, guys, is a sign that, yeah, I knew I had to keep her a long time ago. Someone that's letting me to turn the whole basement into like a glorified public aquarium. I pretty much knew that, yeah, I had to put a ring on it. T-Bone Fishes, first time here. Welcome, T-Bone. Glad to have you here. Beamer Mercedes the Bully, the Seattle Kraken. Yes, I have heard about that new team. I myself lived in Texas for about 4 or 5 years, so I came a bit of a Dallas Stars fan. I wouldn't call myself an avid Dallas Stars fan. I mean, if hockey's on TV, I'll watch really whoever, honestly. But yeah, the Dallas Stars would. If I have to pick a team, the Dallas Stars would probably be my team to pick. Although in Omaha, we don't really have any professional teams. We got I'm trying to think of what the word would be, like a high school select team called the Omaha Lancers that me and my wife really like to go to. I guess we have a college team. We have University of Nebraska at Omaha, the Mavericks, they're called otherwise. And they're a lot of fun to watch. I like to watch the Lancers more because they're allowed to fight more. And I don't know, with hockey, that's what I like. I like seeing all the physical contact and the fighting. Liquid Zoo, yeah. Let's face it, there's a lot worse things we could be doing in this basement. I mean, otherwise it'd probably be a sports man cave, and then she may never see me in the living room. Be hanging down here with all my sports props and memorabilia and such. But I mean, the fish, they keep me down here for quite a while, too. I know some people talk about doing the 1 hour challenge. I mean, I guess some people might catch this, Brian. I think to myself, well, shoot, I spend like at least a couple hours down here every night. Because, well, usually if I don't spend a couple hours down here, it catches up with you really fast. Or at least it does with me. Mrs. Mischief Man, what's the 1 hour challenge? I can't remember who started it. It might have been Kaler's Aquatics, honestly, that started it. Another awesome channel. As some of y'all here haven't heard it. The 1 hour challenge is basically just spending at least 1 hour every day caring or at least observing your fish, basically. Which, like I say, I do that on a daily basis. I like check on them like at least a half hour or better before I go to work and such, and then triple, quadruple that time after getting back. There's been some late nights, especially when you got some tanks that, are 125 gallons, 150 gallons, 240 gallons, a couple 75s. I mean, that and all the puffers that require a lot of pristine water conditions, or at least decent water conditions. It takes a lot of time. I shouldn't say a lot of time, but it takes time where, you need to know what's going on, at least. Let's see what we got here. Yes, sports. Definitely thinking sports. Oh, Liquid Zoo. Love it. I love it. See, we got Rico Stan back here. Oh, I saw your second message before I saw the one about the Cornhuskers earlier, Rico. Do you know what the N on the Nebraska Cornhuskers helmet stands for? Knowledge. Or knowledge, whatever. Yeah, that's whew. I mean, being an Iowa State fan myself, I've dealt with some rough years as an Iowa State Cyclone football fan, but Husker fans, they're going through the gauntlet right now. They got some tough times with them right now. Oh, let's see. We got about 5 more minutes before I probably got to start getting ready to go cover a game for work here. So let's see here. Maybe we should show one of the Should I show one of the new puffers here? It was funnier back when they got pushed. Yeah, I would agree with that, Rico. I would agree. Well, I guess I'll give everybody 1 minute. If you guys want to see one of the new puffers that we have, type yes in the comments right now. Or new puffer works too. We got 2 new puffers on here. One of them's actually really rare right now, but well, I guess rare at least in my area. Okay, you know what? I've seen enough yeses, so we'll go check out one of them right here. I'm gonna bring my stool with me so I can just set up the computer over there. Might need to turn on the light over here because, as you can tell, the lighting's changing. A little bit of a glare, but we can make this work. Alrighty. I'll show you the one we put in the 50-gallon Pentagon, which, as we said earlier, is where the angels used to be. So we got a new puffer in this tank here behind me. Trying to see where he's at. Oh, there he is. I see him now. Got a whole bunch of feeder fish in here already too. Since he's a ambush puffer, he really likes to see. He really likes to pick off the live stuff. He doesn't like to get the frozen meaty stuff very much. Although I guess I've seen him eat frozen krill once or twice, but he prefers the live foods. Alrighty, here we go. This is one of the new puffers right here. I'm sure he's not going to like that light, but see if I can show him off here well enough. He's in this little rock cave here, which might make it a little difficult to see him. This is why I need to stream on my phone, guys. That way I can see what you guys are saying while also showing off the puffer. I wish I could show the coloration. He's not super colorful, but I think I saw one of you ask what he is. This is an Arrowhead Puffer fish. And if he came out, you would notice that there's like a little black spot that, well, kind of looks like an arrow on his head. Therefore, the Arrowhead Puffer name. He is very much an ambush predator. He likes to bury himself in the sand whenever he's not in this little cave here. And as you can see, there's lots of rosy red minnows in here. And sometimes he'll just bury himself in the sand. I also have some ghost shrimp and some crayfish in here that are hiding as well. Those have probably been thinned out because he's probably taken a lot of those guys down. But he'll bury himself in the sand, and when one of them comes across, bam! Dinner is served. Can't see it. Tell you what, guys, give me a minute. He's not going to like this, but I'll move his cave so y'all can get a decent look at him. Give me just 1 minute. Actually, I'll go ahead and put it down. That way you don't have to look at my boring old ceiling. There we go. We'll see what we can, if I can lure him out here. Ooh, yeah, I know. You don't like that. Whoops. The lid tried to come with my arm. All right, there he is, guys. And there he goes. Hopefully you didn't blink or you might have missed him. He might come back this way. But yeah, this is an Arrowhead Puffer. He's got a little bit of sand on him yet. So those of you that might have thought that he might have looked a little washed, no, I promise that's only sand. He, like I said, he likes to bury himself in the sand a lot. Sometimes it sticks to him for a little while. Yeah, you're just going to chill now back by the sponge filter now that I moved your cave, huh? Yeah, he's like, you moved my house. Go away. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now he's just teasing us, guys. Now he's just playing hard to get. Yeah, they are a lot like a hovercraft. They're... He's a pretty cool guy. That's what he does, though. He likes to hang out on the bottom of the sand there. And let's see. I'll go ahead and turn towards the tank so you don't have to just look at an empty little tank. Whew. But yeah, that's one of the new puffers. The other new puffer is down there in that 75, but I'm not going to show you him just yet because he's one that's pretty. He's one that's I've never seen in a store before. And when I saw him, had to get him. I suppose I should probably put his tunnel back now, but we've reached an hour here and 6 o'clock here, guys. So we're going to wrap this up here shortly. But to those and all of you that came across here, thank you so much for tuning into this live stream here. Like I say, I'm planning to hopefully make this a weekly thing now to get a chance to interact with all of you. And to any of y'all that got questions for me, would love to, see what's going on with all of you guys as well. So if you ever got questions for me, this is a place where you can ask them right away and such. But to every one of you that came here today, thank you very much. I'm thinking at some point I might do a giveaway stream just for the last couple ones. I'm not sure when. Maybe before I might do it around Thanksgiving because I know a lot of people are going to do that around Christmas time, and I don't want to interact or I guess I can't think of the word right now. I don't want to interfere with other events that are going on because that it's kind of cliche to do stuff around Christmas, but maybe perhaps doing something on a live stream here around Thanksgiving to maybe give away some other stuff. I know some of y'all like these Fintastic Freaks t-shirts. I'm thinking now that the winter holiday is coming up, I might design a Fintastic Freaks hoodies here, as well as some gator scarves. To those of you that live up in colder parts like me, it gets pretty chilly up here in western Iowa. So, oh yes, Rico Stan, don't forget at Fish Fam Christmas. Oh, of course not. I should actually send you a message, Rico. I think I put in my application for that. I'll have to double check to make sure that you got that. If not, I'll have to go in with it again because, yeah, definitely don't want to miss that, man. That sounds like a lot of fun and definitely want to be involved with that 100%. But, oh, you say I'm on the list. Cool. I have to talk to you about, I think you said there was like a donation thing and such. I'll have to talk to you about that too. But to those of you that all came here to the stream, guys, thank you all so much again. Each and every one of y'all are awesome. Love seeing you here today. This is a lot of fun. I see someone asking, am I going to do this a week? That's the goal. Here every Monday at 5, that's the goal. Well, I know I believe Rico and Ed here need to go live here soon, or someone's about to go live here shortly. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here because I don't want to step on anybody else's toes. Thanks again to everyone that came here. Like I said before, or at the beginning of the channel, to those of you that weren't here, a couple of channels that are getting close to 1,000 subscribers here, Rico Stan and a couple of others. I'm Stephen P. Aquatics, both getting closer and closer to that 1,000 mark here. I mean, so am I, but I mean, if y'all are already here, hopefully you're subscribed. If not, please feel free to join the family. Would love to have you here and stay in the loop with everything I do, but make sure you subscribe to all these other awesome channels here in the chat. Until next time, though, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the metalheads are going live. Okay. I knew someone was going live there. I couldn't remember who. My bad. But thanks everyone that was here. It's been awesome. I will see you all in my next video and the next stream, guys. Stay fantastic.